Yeah. So what's going on, people? I'm back. That video was getting kind of long. And it's, a long story. And I can never tap into everything because it's 11 years. We were together for 11 years, right? Mel J in the hood, Melvin J. Brazil, in the corporate world. This man had two sides to him. He had two sides to him. So, anybody know in the hood, it's a lot of shit you can't say, right? And the thing of it is, I was never going to say anything but the shit that he did that affected me. Because I did go, I was probably, 22 or something? 22 or so, when I went to the sheriff's office, downtown Baton Rouge. Had my baby in his baby buggy. I don't know what the fuck Mel J had did to me. But I went downtown to report the molestation and everything, because by this time, 15 to 21, 22, 23, you know what I'm saying? My mind getting clear now. I'm growing up. I'm thinking for myself more. My mind, that mental fog, I'm not under that mental fog he had me under no more. Because this man was a clinical social worker. Don't you know, in some ways, I thought he was like my daddy or something. He had me mentally fucked up. Why my mama, daddy, people didn't realize that, I have no idea. Why they felt like I didn't need some type of protection from this man, I have no idea. But when I look back at it, to a certain extent, I did, he was all in one. He was my daddy. And, I can't even explain it. I can't even explain it because I started to side with my abuser. Right? I trusted him. And he had me to the point where I only trusted him. If you talk to my mama, she'll tell you. You talk to my brother, he'll tell you. It took me going to college and reading a psychology book for me to understand what the fuck this man did to me. That's why it's important for me to share my story. That's why it's so important for me to share my story. It's important for me to share my story because I have never, ever got anybody to listen to me when it come to him. And it's not getting payback. It's not about payback. I've been stopped talking to Mel J. Ben, he know how I feel about him. You're a fucking pedophile. Now I know what the fuck I was dealing with. I didn't even know what the fuck a pedophile was. How could I know that? Maybe a lot of kids do know. But I don't come from a very, a background where people went to college and they knew I didn't know. Okay? What I did know is I had somebody that had became a protector. A protector and an abuser all at once. All, together. Right? I don't know no other way to explain it. I don't know no other way to explain it. But what I do know is I was 15 years old. And he took advantage of me. I was 15. He took advantage of me. And nobody said anything. Nobody said anything. So how in the fuck, why would I think it's wrong? Why would I think he doing anything wrong? If everybody accepting this. Everybody accepted it. At the schools, in the court, everybody accepted it. So it wasn't anything wrong. Nobody said shit. So, Melvin J. Bazille. He felt like it was taking candy from a baby. And he'll tell me that all the time. Right? So, I finally got to tell my story. You guys decide. You know, should someone have stood up and said something? Should I have left it up to me to decide what was right for myself at 15 years old? My life could have went so much differently, I feel like. You know, and I ain't blaming nobody. But I do want somebody to take responsibility. The only person I feel like should take responsibility, and he a fucking professional, is Melvin J. Bazille. So I'm calling him the fuck out. He has never apologized to me. And he has always made me feel like I was wrong in this fucking situation. No, nigga, I was a fucking kid. You was 35 to fuck years old. You took advantage of me. You're a fucking pedophile. A fucking rapist. Now tell the fucking truth.